Please join us on our overview of Royal Caribbean Odyssey of the Seas.
Hi, hello,
Aloha.
Shani
And John.
from Seascape Getaways.
Yeah, it's been a while for me. I haven't done a video in a while.
It has been. We're going to do our Royal Caribbean wrap-up.
Yes, the Royal Caribbean cruise that we took in
March.
In March, yeah.
Odyssey of the Seas.
Yeah, Odyssey of the Seas.
Right.
Yes.
So, what did you think about the food on this
So the food was good. I like the food on Royal Caribbean, and I've only been on 2 cruise lines so far. I've been on Norwegian and Royal Caribbean. Shani just did a Virgin, right? And you've been on other lines as well. But the Royal Caribbean food, in my opinion, on both of the Royal Caribbean cruises I've done now, have been good, very good.
We mostly ate in the main dining room.
In the main dining room
for dinner.
And the great thing about that is the menu is is different every time. So
yeah, I don't think we had any. I wouldn't say that there was anything spectacular.
No,
but
variety.
Variety, and I thought everything that we had was good. I didn't think we had a bad meal.
No,
right?
Not at all.
And there was 6 of us, so we sat at the same table every night because we had anytime dining, but we went in and made reservations. That's
shirts.
A tip. Yeah. Went in and made reservations on the first night for a table for 6. So we basically sat at the same table every night, which was nice. But the line on the first night, if you hadn't made reservations, remember that line?
I do. I remember that. And the thing is that I don't know if you did a video on that or not.
No.
But like advice to first-time cruisers is look into whether or not you have to make reservations for your
anytime dining.
But you don't need to just do it for that night. You can do it for the whole cruise.
You're right. You can do it for the every day.
So
we just went in and picked. I think we got like 6:45 or something.
Yep.
And they sat us basically. Then when you come in every night. After the first night, though, that line didn't seem too long.
Right.
But we didn't wait in it because we had reservations. So there's a reservation line and a non-reservation line. So you go in and you sit. So we sat the same. Every time we ate there, we sat at the same table.
And they try to give you the same table, the same waiter.
Yeah.
So the waiter gets to know you and your party.
Right. And we had awesome waiters. I don't remember their names,
the wait staff was great.
They loved it. We loved them, so it was nice.
Yeah.
And on the last day on Royal, which they've never done before, they did a little dance.
They
danced for us. We got entertainment.
They did do it.
Carnival does that almost every night, I think, but Royal doesn't usually. But they did it on the last night.
Yeah.
And maybe they have done it, and I don't remember. But we've only been on 2, and I don't remember that on the last night.
Right.
One night we ate at buffet for dinner, and it was okay.
Yep. So you can buffet if you don't want it the main dining room. You can always just eat at the buffets or the specialty restaurants any of the days.
Right.
Make reservations for the specialty restaurants, like the Wonderland and so on.
Right. So we did Wonderland, which we thought was good. It was good. It was a nice experience, and the food was good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought for sure that we would be hungry when we left there. What did you think? Did you think you were going to want to eat again?
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember.
Because the portions are small. Like you get a spoonful or one little.
And you did we did post the video that we had from that, and you can see everything was very creative food, small portions, but I don't know. I think we ended up snacking later that evening.
Maybe,
I think.
But we're snackers.
I'm a snacker. Yeah.
And then we did do the Italian restaurant.
The
for
camera
lunch,
adds 10 pounds
for lunch. Yes, honey, it does. You're right. I'm actually only 100 pounds. I think it adds 100 pounds actually, the camera.
Yeah.
So we did lunch. We did lunch at the Italian restaurant,
right.
which was good. It was. I mean, I wasn't blown away.
No, nothing mind blowing.
No, nothing mind blowing.
But again, good.
But it was good. But we did have to pay. But it's only $25 a person, which is much more affordable than the dinner. And it's got the same menu. So I think maybe smaller portions at lunch. I'm not sure because we didn't do dinner. But yeah, so overall, we enjoyed the food.
Yep,
we're not super picky either. As long as it's edible, we'll eat it. So,
and when you're on a vacation, a great thing about cruising, I'm discovering is that you're not really too. I mean, yeah, if you're a foodie, that's great. But when you're on vacation, you don't want to worry about food. Like it's not just about the food. It's about exploring and doing all the activities on the ship.
Right.
Going to the different ports, going on the excursions. There's
Right.
never any. And then the food is just if you just want something reliable, it's there. Or if you want something unique, it's there.
So good segue into activities.
Right.
And entertainment.
Okay. Right.
So activities, they do have the iFly, which I didn't do, and I'm kind of disappointed.
That's that ball that.
No, the iFly is the like skydiving.
Oh right.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
We didn't get to do that.
And they have the regular flow rider. They have the flow rider. They have and I can't remember what it's called. Oh my goodness, it's terrible. The thing that goes up.
Yeah, it's like a
And
observation deck.
Yeah, it goes 300 and you see out in the ocean. We didn't do that either. What else? Entertainment. We went to the bars.
The entertainment was good.
We liked the singer, the guitarist in the pub.
Yep. That's right.
We saw the piano person in the anchor.
There was the piano bar.
Yeah. I think they need a new pianist. Because he wasn't, and his piano playing skills were fine, but he didn't have we left after
The great
two
thing
songs.
is that if you don't like the music, you just
Move
go
on,
to a different
move
place.
on.
And
We went to Bolero's one night,
see if
and
there's
it was
better music somewhere else.
Yeah, we went to Bolero's one night, and it was Latin. So
Yeah,
and
that's
I
right.
danced
That was
for
cool.
a little bit. Like I think we danced to one song,
So
how to
did I.
drink. I tried to hit all the bars so I can have their specialty drink in each bar, and I think I did it. And I liked most of the drinks. We did have the drink package, so I did, imbibe a little more than probably I would.
Yeah, well,
But-
me too.
Oh, and we saw, for entertainment, we saw the Effectors,
Yeah,
which we were kind of like, oh, this should be fun, but
was
we
a
weren't like super.
very cute,
It
family-friendly
was
show.
yes, and the
Yeah.
effects, the special effects.
Very entertaining
The-
and not too long.
The story wasn't the greatest, but
A very simple, short story.
right, but the
Actually.
effects were awesome, and they even had little drones that came out and lit up in a certain. It was cool.
Yep.
I thought the Effectors was cool.
Yeah, it's
What
good.
did we see any other shows? I don't think
No,
so.
but on the first Royal Caribbean that I did, we saw Cats.
The Effectors.
So the
was
Effectors was
100%.
better than Cats.
We're not Cats fan.
Yeah, we didn't like
Meet
that.
me at the upper side. What
We
is
didn't
it?
we didn't want to go to the heavy side.
The
layer.
heavy side
Yeah.
layer. We sat through the whole thing because it is rude to leave, and like on that
Yeah,
one,
it was painful.
not to go over a different cruise line, but it wasn't not a cruise line, different cruise. It wasn't that the actors were bad because they were fine.
No, they're good actors. They're
It was the play itself.
off-Broadway actors, like
Yeah.
like real
Yeah, I
cast
think
members who played Cats.
right.
I guess I'm sorry, we're insulting anyone out there who likes Cats. I don't get it. I'm sorry, but that wasn't the play for me.
Okay,
But then again, I like Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and that's not for everybody either.
and there you go.
So I'm not sophisticated enough to like Cats.
So excursions. We
Yes.
did in Port Canaveral. We did the Kennedy Space Center. I normally,
Yeah.
if I've gone to Port Canaveral before, last time we went to Port Canaveral, we stayed on the ship. But two people wanted to go out of the
Yeah.
six.
Got to see
So-
the Saturn V rocket and all that.
Atlantis.
Display that they have, and then the space shuttle Atlantis is there on display. The actual
The actual
shuttle.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
shuttle.
and it was interesting.
Yeah.
But it was a nice excursion. The bus is right there at the port when you get off the port.
right,
um,
and that excursion is run by the cruise line, so they bus you out there and bus you back to the ship in time.
Right.
So.
It's not run by the cruise line. It's
Well,
sponsored by
sponsored,
the cruise line.
yeah. Yeah.
And there was tons of big coach. There was probably like 6 or 7. Yeah.
Right.
So you get your free day there. So you get to do whatever you want. But if you want to see Atlantis, right? Didn't we have to go out on the other bus to go see that?
The Saturn you needed to go
The
out.
Saturn. So
Yeah.
you need to do that
The
first.
Apollo,
usually.
yeah. They had a separate section for the Apollo stuff, and then the main section for all the other stuff.
Right. And there was stuff where you could talk to an astronaut, and we just didn't
Yeah.
do that. We
No.
didn't have time. We didn't
No.
really have time. And then we got in line to get back on the bus. You just get back on the bus. So that was a good excursion.
Yes.
And on Perfect Day at Coco Cay, we did the private cabanas,
right.
which was nice. We
Yeah.
liked the cabanas a lot.
Yeah, the
It was nice because there was 6 of us and we could split it.
yeah,
Would we
With our
get
party
a
of 6.
cabana with just the 2 of us? Probably not.
probably not.
Probably not. It was fun with the 6 of us, and it is. And we're in chill. We had Chill Island cabana, so it's like a lower key day, so it was relaxing. There was the tide was not good, so we couldn't go out past the buoy. So John didn't get a really chance to snorkel.
Yeah, and the weather was, again, it was early. It was that time of year where
Yeah.
the weather wasn't.
And we
quite
went
as
out in New
warm as
York,
we
so
wanted.
pretty much the whole cruise was chilly. It was not cold on Perfect Day though.
No, the water was cold.
The water was cold, but the temperature was nice.
Yes.
I actually
We
got
still
a
got
really
great,
bad
we got
sunburn.
great beach time though. Yeah.
Yeah, on my
Right.
nose really bad because it was, I don't know, it was blistered and everything. I think it was a 3rd-degree burn, but I got over it. I'm fine.
Right.
And then we went to Bahamas, Nassau, Bahamas.
Right.
And we took the Rum and Reggae tour, which is
Yep.
a Viator tour. We've been on it
Yep.
on our last
This is
Royal,
our
and this time we
second
went.
time
It was
on
different.
it.
It was a little different this time. Went to a lot of the same places, but it was a little different. They
You
had
get
a
to
rum
bring- you
tasting,
get to
which
bring
was
home
good.
these little rum cakes. We still haven't eaten.
You get to buy them.
Oh
not
yeah,
bring them
yeah.
home.
Well, yeah. Buy them. Yeah.
Get to purchase them.
Right.
We also purchased wine, which you drank that, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because you do a wine tasting. You go to the rum cake factory. You go to the Grey Cliff Manor, which they also have a chocolate factory, which we bought chocolates,
Mm-hmm.
wine, and then there's a wine tasting, and we saw how they roll cigars, and we learned about that. Right?
Yep. And I bought a cigar and brought it home.
Do you even know where it is?
Yeah, I have it. It's stowed away.
And the guys got cigars.
Yeah.
I think John got his because they needed to buy a certain amount, because last time you didn't get a cigar.
Right. Right.
So, like, if you bought 2, you got this one for free, or bought 4. So, and my uncle and cousin wanted cigars, so John just got the 5th one or whatever. Right? You just got one.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that was nice too. So I like the excursions. Nassau, their port is huge now. They did. I'm sure you guys have probably seen it or heard about it, but they have a big screen there that the shark comes out, and the vendors are nice. It's a nice little area. It's definitely upgraded from last time we went.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I think you were counting. I think we did a video where we can see all the cruise ships that were in the
Yes,
port.
there were six
Yeah.
cruise ships in port. There was 3 Carnivals, an MSC, a Virgin, and a Disney. I think, right? Wasn't there a Disney?
I think so, yeah.
So there was 6 cruise. There were 2 Royals, 2 Royals, 2 Carnivals, a Disney and a Disney and an MSC.
Okay,
that's what
okay.
it was.
All right.
But yeah, and so yeah, so then total overview of the ship.
So I experienced 2 ships with Royal Caribbean now. This was the Odyssey, right? And the one we went on last year was the Oasis.
Right.
I liked the Oasis better, even though it's an older ship. It's
I don't
similar.
know if it's older. It's just a different type of ship.
Okay, it's okay. It's it had what this ship did not have is it didn't have water slides, didn't have the zip lining, which I enjoyed on the Oasis.
But they did have that really awesome atrium. Not the atrium,
Right, the solarium.
The solarium.
Right, for
that was a
adults
really
only,
nice solarium.
That was a better solarium than this one. So
Right.
yeah, there's a different. I mean, so to compare, either ship is great.
right.
I would just be aware. Just my note to potential vacationers out there, cruisers out there in the future is that if you're looking for the water slides or the zip lines,
And the
This ship
water
doesn't
show
have
on
it.
Oasis
Yeah.
is awesome. Or
Yes.
the Oasis class has that. And I think if
Right.
you have if you brought kids, we didn't have kids. I think they would probably enjoy the Oasis more. Although the sportsplex on the Odyssey was cool,
right?
where they do
Right.
pickleball and they have bumper cars, and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was cool. That was cool too. We don't play pickleball. Well, he's played once. I've never played pickleball. And we didn't do the bumper cars, but we did watch the bumper cars.
Yep.
And we were at the Playmakers bar, which we liked it when we were just a bar, when we were just drinking. But when
Right.
we went to eat there, it was
Yeah.
it could have just been the day. It was a sea day, so
Yep.
I don't know. It was very busy, and it was
A little bit of a thumbs down on the service that
Yeah.
evening for
Yeah.
Playmakers.
But the food we got was good,
yeah,
and we got the onion tower.
Yep.
You got to have the onion tower.
that's right.
Yeah. So, but overall, I would definitely go again on the Odyssey, and
Yep.
they do go out of New Jersey, which is nice.
Right.
For now, but now it's
For us
it's
here on the East
changing.
Coast, leaving
Right.
seeing Statue of Liberty and all that,
yes.
and then being in the Caribbean,
Yeah.
and then back to. Yeah.
But it was, I mean, it snowed on our way to the cruise ship. So when we were on the cruise ship, it was chilly for the first 2 days,
Yeah.
and then when we got to Florida, and it was still not that warm when we were in Port Canaveral. I mean, warm enough to wear shorts, but it wasn't like, I would say it was probably high 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was still windy.
Yeah.
Then we got to the Bahamas, and it was nicer, you know. But then on the way we had to come back to New Jersey. So, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that's not Royal Caribbean's fault at all.
The
Right?
weather?
Yeah.
Well,
that's
no,
not
it's
their
just
fault.
that time of year when
It's
if you're
that
going to
time of
book a
year.
cruise that time of year,
Right.
from those
It's give or
locations,
take, because
the way it
I've
is.
gone in March before. I've gone in February, and it hasn't been that cold in the Bahamas.
Right.
So, not that it was cold. It wasn't cold, but it wasn't that cold on the way down. I think it just depends on the year and the way the wind blows. I don't know, right? So,
Yeah.
and we did get the drink package, and the drink package is pricey, but
Yeah.
on Royal there's no limit. It's it's unlimited.
Right. Right.
You know,
Yeah.
where Carnival is limited, and now we're going on Margaritaville in
Yes. So we're
November.
going to try Margaritaville next.
Yes. And
Uh,
theirs is limited to
And
15
they
drinks
leave
a
out
day.
of Tampa.
Yes.
Right. So again, we'll have to fly down to Tampa and Tampa to 5 days or 6.
6
It was
days.
6 days.
Tampa to Key West.
Right.
Key West, after Key West, we're going to go to Progreso, Mexico, which we've never been. I've never been to Key West either.
Yeah. Same here.
Or Progreso.
Right.
And
I've
then
never
the
been to any
third,
of those.
you never been to Cozumel? The third place is Cozumel, which I've been.
It's terrible that I
multiple
don't know
times.
for sure.
It's part of the Western Caribbean, and
Yeah.
I lived in New York, and I used to cruise a lot, so we went on that itinerary quite a bit. So, not on this itinerary, but the itinerary that includes
I
Cozumel.
may have made it to Cozumel once before, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah. So, yeah, so we're looking forward to that. So I would definitely say I would recommend Odyssey if you don't have kids.
Okay.
And I don't think we
Okay.
were ever. We did trivia the one day, but
Yeah.
I
yeah,
don't think there's lack of stuff to do.
not at all.
No, I think we.
No,
I
and
think
even
we
if you
found-
and the kids also, there's stuff to do for the kids. But I do agree
Right.
for kids, the Oasis would be
is
more
the
fun.
ship
too.
itself.
Yeah.
Although Royal has a great kids program, it's just that
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think the ship itself,
Yeah.
they probably would like that better.
Good, I think so.
Because I'm a kid at heart, and I think I liked the Oasis better. But I didn't dislike Odyssey. I would take it again.
Right.
So my cousins are in New Jersey, so it's easy for them, and it's drivable for us. So it's tough. Like we have to drive to Tampa. We can't drive to Tampa. We could, but
We could.
we
Good.
might.
2
We'll
hours.
look into it.
I've driven to Florida before.
Maybe.
From
We'll see.
From New York to Florida.
I think Tampa is actually
it's
closer.
2 days, man. You're on the road for 2 days.
Tampa's definitely closer than going to like Miami.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've done it. It's better to fly though.
And that's close to the Gulf of America. I mean Mexico.
Oh boy.
So yeah. So that's so next up will be so this is our Royal wrap up. So Royal Caribbean,
Mhm.
we're moving on. I went on Virgin, so I'm working on my Virgin uploads.
Yeah. And don't forget that we here at Seascape Getaways can answer all your questions about any of these booking cruises, advice, help booking cruises, and knowing which ships are the right ships for you,
For
et cetera, et cetera. and
Correct.
locations.
And not only that, I actually enjoy researching cruises, and I think
Yeah.
I research random cruises all the time, just like
Just to see.
yeah, and ports like I
I mean, that's how we
Yeah.
found the Margaritaville. I didn't know that they were even a cruise line, to be honest, and then you found it. And
well, I mean, I knew that they were a cruise line,
I didn't.
But
yeah, I didn't. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I knew.
So,
But the Paradise is the Margaritaville Paradise is the one that got all the really bad reviews. But they have upgraded it since then. They have refurbished some of it.
Yep.
So we're not going on the Paradise just because. And I think the Paradise is shorter cruises.
it's been blacklisted.
But I heard really good things about Islander, so we're going to go
Okay.
on the Islander. And it's not blacklisted.
Oh.
I think it was it's like 2 or 3 day cruises, I think.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And that one's out of Palm Beach, West Palm Beach. Goes out of West Palm Beach.
Okay.
So, well, I'm sure we'll try it, and then we'll try MSC. I'm trying to go on the cruise lines that I haven't been on yet, and then we'll start back on like different classes of ships that we haven't been on. John's like a virgin on everything.
Yeah.
He's only been on Royal and NCL.
I'd like to try Virgin.
So
and I'm looking forward to trying Margaritaville.
I enjoyed Virgin. And I think he would too because he's not big on the kids. We live with kids.
Yeah.
Not our kids, but grandkids.
Grandkids.
So it's nice to have a little bit of a break. But I didn't feel like they were intrusive on Royal on this one. I thought there was more younger kids, I think, on Oasis. And the kids on this one were more like teenagers, I would say.
Yeah.
Or like tweens and teenagers, like maybe 12 to 17 years. So they were big in the hallways, like going up and running up and down the hallways and being loud in the hallways. And I think that's when you heard them the most, right? Because I didn't notice.
That's right. There was a lot of that.
Yeah. So I think he'll enjoy Virgin, but I'm fine with kids. It doesn't bother me as much as him, but you just go with the flow.
I try.
You got to be positive.
I like being grumpy.
So that's our wrap up.
Where's Felipe?
Thank you for watching. Felipe is
happened to
taking
Felipe?
a nap. I'm sorry. Felipe is napping.
Oh,
but Jacques.
yeah.
Oh, I
You did.
forgot to bring
Forgot to
Jacques
introduce-
out.
we'll have to-
I
next video
introduced
we'll
him.
introduce
I
you to
did
Jacques. Oh, you
introduce him
did.
already.
You did.
But
Okay.
Jacques is loyal to Royal because we met him we adopted him from
right.
Royal Caribbean. So he's not as excited to go on Margaritaville as Felipe is, but Felipe knows how to get wild and crazy.
Yeah.
And,
Well, Felipe is. Yeah. He's an extrovert.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think maybe Jacques is maybe a little bit of an
Introvert. Yeah.
We'll have to see how it goes. We'll have to see how he handles Margaritaville. We'll keep you updated on that. So that's not till November. So anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you all soon.
Yep.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.